This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now
and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young, his second sack of the night.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Third down.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. From the gun, Huntley. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
9 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, and that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On a screen, this is Evans. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd and 14. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Evans. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It really shouldn't, as long as they're not. And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 82 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there. And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches. That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt. Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal. I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got... And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior. Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest. You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down? Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Huntley. The throw taken in by Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. First down. Huntley. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Logan. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd and 2, Huntley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, Huntley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. He was covered by Christian Fulton.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Huntley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Huntley slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Huntley. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 1st down, Huntley. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20.
What a play.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Huntley's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Huntley escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
He was
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Evans. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line.
So a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Gun. They'll look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Holloway. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
The throw right sideline here is complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Donald Parham.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Washington will line up for the two-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll run on first down. It's Pratt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
On the play. And a Washington first down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And inches at the Titans' 25-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Tonight's finals, Washington.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Washington,
they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.